Hey guys, welcome back to Click Academics. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to solve this Olympiad math equation. So we have a to the power of 3 plus a squared is equal to 80. And we want to find the value of a. So our solution. So we start with, obviously, a to the power of 3 plus a squared is equal to 80. And now what I'm going to do is I want to get all these terms on one side. So I'm going to move 80 to the left-hand side by subtracting 80 on both sides. So now I have a to the power of 3 plus a squared minus 80 is equal to 0. Now 80, this is the same thing as, negative 80, this is the same thing as negative 64 minus 16. So I'm going to rewrite this as a to the power of 3 plus a squared minus 64 minus 16 is equal to 0. Now I'm going to individually individually factor these out. So a to the power of 3 negative 64, I'm going to move these together. So now I have a to the power of 3 minus 64 plus a squared minus 16 is equal to 0. Now, 64, this is the same thing as 4 to the power of 3. And I'm changing it to 4 to the power of 3 because, as you can see, we have a to the power of 3, so it's better to change this into something cubed. So now I have a to the power of 3 minus 4 to the power of 3 plus a squared minus 16 is equal to 0. Now, a squared, I want to change 16, so it's something to the power of 2. Well, 16, this is equal to 4 to the power of 2. So now I have a to the power of 3 minus 4 to the power of 3 plus a squared minus 4 squared is equal to 0. Now, if I have something in the form a to the power of 3 minus b to the power of 3, this is equal to a minus b times a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So in this case, a is a and b is 4. So a to the power of 3 minus 4 to the power of 3, this is going to equal a minus b, so a minus 4 times a squared plus 2a times 4 plus b squared, so 4 squared. Now we can go ahead and simplify this a little bit. This would equal a minus 4 times a squared plus 2 times 4, that is equal to 8. Oops, sorry, it looks like I made a mistake. This is not 2ab, this is simply just ab. So, just going to be 4a plus 4 squared, this is 16. So now, I have a minus 4 times a squared plus 4a plus 16 plus a squared minus 4 squared, and this is equal to 0. Now, if I have something in the form a squared minus b squared, this is equal to a minus b times a plus b. So in this case, a is equal to a, and b is equal to 4. So a squared minus 4 squared, this would equal a minus 4 times a plus 4. So now I have a minus 4 times a squared plus 4a plus 16 plus a minus 4 times a plus 4 is equal to 0. Now, as you see, both the terms have a minus 4. So I'm going to factor out a minus 4. And if I do that, I get a minus 4 times a squared plus 4a plus 16 plus a plus 4 is equal to 0. Now over here, I can go ahead and combine like terms. 4 and a are like terms, and 16 and 4 are like terms. So now I have a minus 4 times 4a plus a is 5a, so I have a squared plus 5a plus 16 plus 4 is 20. And this is equal to 0. Now I have two equations. I have a minus 4 is equal to 0, and I also have a squared plus 5a plus 20 is equal to 0. For a minus 4 equals 0, all I have to do is I can simply add 4 on both sides, so then these two cancel out, and I will be left with a is equal to 4. Now for a squared plus 5a plus 20 equals 0, I'm going to be using the quadratic formula negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Now in this case, a is equal to 1, b is equal to 5, and c is equal to 20. So now this would give me negative 5 plus or minus the square root of, just normal 5 squared minus 4 times 1 times 20 all over 2a, so 2 times 1. Now this is equal to negative 5 plus or minus the square root of 25 minus 80 all over 2 times 1 is 2. Now this is equal to negative 5 plus or minus the square root of negative 55 over 2. Now, the square root of negative 55, this can be written as the square root of 55 times I. And I, this is equal to the square root of negative 1. So I have this over 2, and this is two more solutions to this problem.